if you don't have any sight, sunglasses are fine. But otherwise, and if you have even any kind of the sight, you should have, your glasses have to be designed as per the sight. And there is a criteria, look for the standards and go for high standards of all the protection your lens need to have. Very, very important. Because now the topic came and now I am seeing every day going out, people don't worry, and people now worried about the nose, so all the time covering, but people are not worried about the, so eyes are very, very important, and already we are straining our eyes all the time, so the more I am watching this mobile, more I am sending WhatsApp, I am seeing what a strain on your eye. I never experienced that kind of the strain, means I need extra nutrition actually, because I am realizing now those who are using this mobile phone, those who are using the laptop, unless you are using like something like Mac, so retina display, it's called super retina display, unless you are using a Mac, means so the less strain on your eye. Any other monitor when you look at and take it from it keeps enormous strain on you. So one thing is with that, like Apple Super Retina, and the display is, why it's called Super Retina display, because, and it won't put much strain, whether it's a phone or whether it is, so your MacBook, so it won't put strain. That is really a technological advancement that, so Mac uses it, but otherwise, otherwise it puts so much strain. So for your eye, nutrition is a must. In our Somarasa, I add lutein, very important, and zeaxanthine. These protect your resolution, especially of the eye lens, and lutein and zeaxanthine, 5:1 ratio, and you must use, and very high quality you should use. And one of the top lutein and zeaxanthin companies and export happens from India, so and we use that product, very, very expensive. So lutein and zeaxanthin, not only that is sufficient, you have to also add astaxanthin, very stinky compound, but very, very powerful compound. Astaxanthin, lutein, zeaxanthin. It is not simply vitamin A, and it is simply not vitamin E. Vitamin A, vitamin E, and B6, B2, both are very important, but the most important is this. And not only that, amino acids like taurine is very, very important for your eye, for your heart, for your lungs, for your liver. So taurine is your optic nerve is built with the taurine, and so one of the very, very important amino acids is the taurine, and you need to have so other amino acids are the must. And so amino acids, this B complex, and these powerful antioxidants, beta carotenes, and lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin. Because I see, so most of us, so our sight, and so it gets affected. The nutrition for your eyes is very important. Our Somarasa does contain, but so your sight gets affected when you do rigorous exercise. If your blood pressure is very going high, as I told, hypertensive retinopathy comes. That's why your exercise matters. Your exercise should not cost, and your sight, always remember, that's why any intensive exercise, always remember, it costs your sight. You should be very, very careful, and you must supplement, and not only you must supplement creatine phosphate, you must supplement branch chain amino acids like leucine and valine and isoleucine are the must. And then taurine and DHA, algal DHA, whenever you talk about the vegetarian, algal DHA, and this maximum you will get the percentage 25%, and beyond 25% it only becomes oil. So if you want to use it as a powder, which we use in our supplement Somarasa, it has to be algal DHA 25% of very good source. It is the most expensive DHA form. The cost is something like 14,000, 16,000 rupees per kg, so and even 25,000 rupees per kg. So algal DHA, and you should be extremely careful. Algal DHA is excellent for your liver, excellent for your triglycerides you are having. Within no time, it will help in lowering, and provided if you take with the D3 vitamin E. Right now we have algal DHA combined because to protect your cardiorespiratory system, it comes with the D3, it comes with the E. So right now we have algal DHA, but so what I have is not important, but what all you can have. So what you should be looking for specification when you buy a product, I am trying to tell you what source of DHA you should be looking for. And for your eye, all these are very, very, very important, because eye is the most strained and organ today, because all the time we are using it. More means more. Diversity of the light, lux, high lux to low lux, enormous amount of exposure. Suppose I am standing in front of high lux, here the lux will be more than 170, 180, something like that. So normally the lux in working environment is supposed to be around 110 maximum, 110. So the lux should not be less than 8. So lux is a measurement of illumination. And so if the lux exceeds more than 140, 150 means my pupil is getting dilated because of the high lux here. Suppose every day morning 3 hours I am standing in front of these lights, means my eye lens is getting strained. So I must be very careful about consuming the extra nutrition. Otherwise, I tell you, I can go blind just by you may be thinking it's an ordinary thing, but every day if I have to teach you 3 hours morning standing in front of this high illumining and studio environment, if I have to teach you, I must tell you, so how extraordinarily careful. That's why I tell my people, be careful with this lighting. So lighting should not be, and very high level lighting costs very, very expensive in the studios, because where they use in TV studios, and they are very specially built, specially made only for this, not to cause damage to the lens. But right now, so we cannot afford to have that kind of a designer studio. A designer studio means it will cost something like 25,000 pounds to 30,000 to so not pounds, as much as 100,000 pounds it will cost. So which TVs, the big one. TV companies will employ. So we are very ordinary people, but the science protects you. Understanding this, the problem standing in front of these lights, I am explaining you how my eyes get strained, what nutrition I need to take. Before I talk about you must understand, you may be driving only 1 hour on a highway facing the glaring, but 3 hours every day I am driving in front of, so this. It is worse than a driving, worse than a high beam all the time on my eye. Can you imagine? So that kind of light, it is all about. So we should be extraordinarily careful. The one who is shooting is not in a problem, but the one who is doing it is in a problem, because the light is directly in his eyes, so in my eyes. And then you shouldn't be worried, oh my God, sir. And then Kumar, we are worried about your health, we are worried about eye. That's why I am saying, and a yogi means you have to be a standard, you have to be a scientist. So you should know, yes. So 3 hours when I am prepared to work for you means I need to know how to protect myself. So what nutrition I need to take. And you can see I am very, very healthy. I can be healthy. But yes, I may have to use the specs if it is required. So in order to protect, so from this, so let's see how it goes. But I have been already shooting in front of these lights more than 1 year. More than 1 year, I have been already shooting in front of I can see, and I can manage with the nutrition right now. But still, and so there is a small part of the sight is getting affected. So still I am looking for very powerful nutrition instead of looking for a powerful lens. It is better to look for a powerful nutrition. So if required, maybe I need to use eye peptides. Why am I telling you it is not about me? Many of you and must be having the similar problems. Always understand, a guru is telling some example pertaining to himself, because Many of you may be having the same problems. So today I has come, I am explaining. Now where is the parrot? So leaving the parrot, and it's so difficult for the monk, and the monk has to. So, oh my God, he told parrot, hey parrot, so parrot can understand, it can sense. So, so monk is not going to be there, it said, and it said bye-bye to the monk. Monk has to leave for 3 days, and he told, hey, remember my mantra? Yes. Hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come, annoying the danger. Parrot gets caught in the net, eating seeds. And parrot sung like that. Oh, monk said, yes, very good. So you can sing very well. Understood? Hey, my dear parrot, understood? Yes, sir. Absolutely, your mantra is very powerful, so I am enjoying every day, And monk left, and so the parrot, and because monk guru is not there, and now it wants to be a sincere student and sitting there, and so time not missing, morning and evening, Kumar may be missing, but so and the parrot is not missing the time and sitting very sincerely, and is chanting morning and evening. Hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come, annoying the danger. Parrot gets caught in the net, eating seeds, eating seeds. It kept eyes closed. It doesn't want to even see, because without monk it can't see, empty hut. That's why it kept eyes closed, seriously doing prayer, morning prayer, evening prayer. So now like my Muslim brothers is doing 5 times a prayer. So the monk is doing prayer. Hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come. And one day, so it is doing the prayer, it opened the eyes. And it opened the eyes. When it opened the eyes, it saw the seeds. And it has not been, it is searching for the seeds. And monk is not there. And whatever the seeds left over, and many parrots came and eat away. So nothing left there. It is already 2 days over. It is the 3rd day. And so suddenly, the parrot saw the seeds under the tree. And so parrot went and ate the seeds. While eating the seeds, it got caught in the net and of the hunter, and now it is on the hunter's shoulder, and parrot in the net got caught in the net on the hunter's shoulder, and hunter is carrying it to the market to be sold, the parrot to be sold, and hunter is carrying, and so on the hunter's shoulder the parrot in the net. And so it is, what it is doing, it is singing, Hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come, annoying the danger. Parrot gets caught in the net, eating seeds, eating seeds. Parrot is singing, everyone. Oh my God, what a parrot it is. It is singing. Oh my God, everyone looking at on hunter's shoulder this, and the parrot will be very expensive because it is singing. What it is singing? And when people listen, it is singing. Hunter will come, 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 annoying the danger. Parrot gets caught in the net, eating seeds, eating seeds, eating seeds. Oh my God! And who taught this parrot? Oh my God, poor parrot. And never understood mantra. Oh my God, everyone had wanted to buy parrot, but listening to the sound, oh my God, what a parrot, what a mantra, who taught you this? Oh, poor parrot, you never understood mantra. Oh, poor parrot, who taught you this? But you never understood mantra. Oh my God. Parrot is on the way to the market. Still it is singing, caught in the net. Are you singing still mantra given by your guru? And today mantra is like a parrot. When you don't understand, when you don't experience it, when you don't understand the meaning, when you don't experience it, I can tell you 99.9999 today in India, whoever does the pujas, the one who is chanting, one who is listening, do you know, it is the same. Hunter will come, the mantra is, hunter will come, hunter will come, hunter will come, death will come, death will come, death will come, death will come. Don't get caught in the net of the death. Don't get caught in the net of the death. Feeding your senses, feeding your mind, feeding your intellect, feeding your ego. Death will come, death will come, death will come, death will come, death will come. So this is the mantra. Every mantra this. Death will come, death will come, death will come, death will come. Don't get caught into the net of the death. Death and birth, death and birth. Stop feeding, stop feeding. Feeding is a death. Stop feeding your mind, stop feeding your intellect, stop feeding your ego. Clean, clean, clean. Where Krishna tells, Jesus tells, Prophet tells, Brahma tells, Buddha tells, every mantra is a protection, is only that. Tatsaviturvarenyam, conservation of energy. So is it a Sun mantra or Gayatri mantra? It is a Gayatri mantra. It is all about conservation mantra, not energy mantra. Conservation mantra it is. Conservation Sati, Savita, Savitri for energy. Surya is energy. It is not about the energy. It is about conservation of energy. This is a mantra of conservation. Sati, Savitri, Gayatri, Savitri, Savita. Savita is awareness, it is Savitri, it is a feminine. Unless you have awareness of the energy, you should need to know how to conserve the energy. It is a mantra of conservation of energy, total conservation of energy. Apo jyoti rasomritam brahma vasuvaram, superfluid state. There is a mantra of the superfluid state. It talks about not energy. Many people think it is the mantra of energy, worshipping the sun. No, it is all about awareness of the sun. Unavoidable sun, but what UV, what lens I should wear to protect from its UV radiation? It's how to conserve, how to protect, how to nullify, how to experience immortality. So the parrot story. So now do you think parrot understood the meaning of the mantra? So this is what happens today. The mantras are like that. And again someone talks, hey, you're singing wrongly. It's not singing wrongly or right. Have you understood the mantra first? Have you experienced the mantra? Has parrot experienced the mantra? Monk experienced the mantra. And breath comes in. Whatever he is observing, he is chanting. Not what he is chanting. He is not enjoying the chanting. What he is observing, chanting is only validation. What he is observing, he is saying. Breath comes in. So, for parrot, he didn't understand. It is not experiencing, but still it is validating. Look at. Hunter, welcome hunter, welcome hunter, welcome hunter, welcome death, welcome death, welcome death, welcome. How quick you realize. When hunter comes, no one knows. When the death comes, no one knows. But still, the only way to stop it, stop feeding the sense dose, stop feeding the mind, stop feeding the intellect, stop feeding the ego. And we don't. We say, death welcome, death welcome. And I eat ice cream. Death welcome, death welcome, death welcome. French fries, enjoying, singing. Death welcome, death welcome. Oh my God, with French fries, the song goes very well. With my beverage and song goes very well. What difference it is between a parrot and us, you tell me. So that's why when I am explaining about a tradition, about a chant, about what is a guru, what is a surrender, parrot surrendered. But parrot never understood. That's why it is not truly surrendered, frankly speaking. My students, they use intellect, never surrendered. Those who surrendered, sometimes, they never understood. This is what, both are dangerous. But surrender is the quality one should have completely. And number one, so people think when I say, so first, we as a human, we don't even have a surrender. The parrot at least had a surrender. So first we should learn to surrender completely. Because why you are not surrendering? Because of your own intellect you are not surrendering. Your intellect, your perception, you are not surrendering. If you surrender unconditionally, then you get enlightened. So Vichikitsa, first thing should go away is doubt, questions. I never asked any questions. My questions to anyone are hardly. In my in my previous tradition of 7 years, my last tradition where I seriously, not last but one tradition where I practiced. So last but one or last say Buddhist tradition I would say, because after that there are the 4 or 5 traditions where I went on more than that. That's why I wouldn't say that that was the last tradition. But yes, majority of the time where I spent, majority of the time there, the question is, so surrender, Vichikitsa, so doubt. I never asked any question there. In 7 years, only once or twice, so some teacher comes and he himself interviews me, but I never went and met a teacher. I never went myself unless I am called by a teacher to inquire something, because they look into my meditation, they call themselves. Otherwise, I never asked any teacher about. Only once in 7 years, I only asked 3 questions to a teacher and to the 3 teachers. Only 3 questions I asked, and the 3 questions I asked because it is not to question them or it is not to doubt them, it is just to have some, a real-time issues in the meditation. So, our surrender, our quality, our intellect, that's why I say intelligence doesn't work. And surrender works, surrender only works. Otherwise, what prevents our surrender is, parrot surrendered, but it has not used its intellect. It has used its intellect, that's the problem. Parrot used its conditioning, and because treating it as a parrot, many of my students also use it as a conditioning. Parrot uses the same mistake he did, like my students do it. It has not truly surrendered. Had it surrendered, then it would have been protected. But what prevented parrot to understand the shloka is surrender, because it is already filled with this sound. It's not his inability to contemplate or inability to understand. Maybe for us it looks like, but Buddha had been an intelligent parrot, intelligent lion. Even as a bodhisattva, you can read his stories. And even as a parrot, Buddha had a wisdom when he was a parrot, when he was a lion. So, but this parrot, the example which I gave, it used its conditioning there. It has used its intellect over there. That is the reason it truly did not understand the meaning. It prevented it. What prevented it? Perception. Blind mind, dullness. What is the dullness of the mind? It is the blindness of the mind. What is the blindness? Again, is the perception. Understand? Where is the Chula Pantaka? The other day, the story I have given you, where is the parrot? It is the same. A conditioned. So surrender is to remove the conditioning. Understand? It is not to, a guru is not trying to condition you to surrender. It is to decondition. Surrender is to decondition your mind. Decondition your mind. Anyway, so today Gayatri, at the next level of the Gayatri, the Chanda, what is the grammar? And I try to what you have to look into the Gayatri, how to chant it properly, and why it is very important to surrender, and why it is important in an ashram, when you go to any ashram, go to any teacher, not to ask any questions, not to doubt, because many of my students I see what prevents them is getting enlightened is the lack of the total surrender. Somewhere they construe the barriers themselves. They keep the guru away. At any level you keep a guru away means a wisdom away. You are keeping guru away means you are keeping enlightenment away. It's simply at all levels. When you see only the soul of the guru, when all the barriers of intellect are broken, sheaths are broken, Annamaya Kosha, you are beyond, and Pranamaya Kosha beyond, Manomaya Kosha beyond, Vijnanamaya Kosha beyond, Anandamaya Kosha of Avidya beyond. When you reach that level only you can see a guru. Similarly, and Guru is telling you, surrender is to leave all these koshas in the shortest span of time. That is the strength. Surrender is not a weakness. So that when you go beyond your body, beyond your cellular body, beyond your mental body, mind body, beyond your intellect body, beyond your unconscious mind body, beyond your perception body, and then you realize, beyond you go, this ananda in ignorance, and then you can see the soul very clearly. Holy Spirit you will see. That's a way to reach. Surrender is for that. Unless you leave, how can you reach there? Understand? A guru means not encouraging a speaking parrot. The poor monk came back and he saw parrot is not there. And he saw seeds there. And monk understood. So my God, I could not help. It's fate. It's fate. But then monk, he knew. And he went. He knows the market. He went to the market and everyone, all people are there. All people are there in the market. And all people are around because he is hearing the sound, what he taught. What he taught. All people are there. In the forest, no one is there. But now in the market, all people are surrounded. And why people are surrounded? He knows, monk knows what happens with the student who will become a parrot. He knows. So he straight away walked into the market where all people assembled. He knows what's happening there without even going there. And he straight away went there and he saw listening and parrot in the cage. Parrot in the cage, because if this is a hunter, if no one is buying it because it is singing such a great thing and it is saying protect me, hunter will come, get caught up. And everyone is afraid to buy it. And now its price is increasing, but and now it's in the cage. And he kept it in the cage singing and money is pouring. into the begging bowl onto his mat. People are throwing the coins, and throwing the coins. And oh, big gathering over there because they never saw a parrot. Hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, and knowing the danger, parrot gets caught in the net, eating it, everyone clapping, everyone clapping, and again pouring the money. Here, and again, after a while, hey parrot, come on. Again parrot, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome, hunter, welcome. And knowing the danger, parrot gets caught in the net, eating it. And monk walked in there. The parrot saw the monk. The moment student knows the teacher. Comes, and parrot saw the monk, and it fettered its weather, stopped singing. It is longing, it recognized, oh my God, oh monk, oh my God, my monk, and it started fettering, stopped. And the hunter immediately knows that parrot belongs to that monk. Oh my sir, I have done a mistake, sir. Is it your parrot, sir? I didn't know, sir. Normally parrots in the cage I never touch, sir. But parrot on the tree I thought is free. But I never know, sir. It is singing your song, sir. I have done a sin, sir. I am extremely sorry, sir. And immediately hunter fell down. Hunter understood. Parrot did not understand. And hunter said, sir, I can understand what a great. And I am all the time living with the guilty of catching this. Now I realize when I caught this parrot, it taught me the lesson, sir, and what parrot is saying, and to protect from the death, what am I doing? And I am learning. Oh, sir, and that parrot recognized you, and I could not recognize you, and I am coming to the forest every day, sir, and that parrot recognized you, you recognize the parrot, sir, kindly recognize me, sir, and now, and he fell down on the feet of the monk. And monk says, hey my dear hunter, no sinner, knowing the sin itself is a great thing. Come to my place. And then, so the hunter and the parrot went. Now only parrot did not go, hunter also went. And hunter became excellent monk. That hunter name is called Valmiki. That hunter name is called a Valmiki.